Good after morning. Good after. It's noon. Good afternoon. Hi everybody. Fun fact. This is my third attempt on recording this podcast. Because shit keeps happening. That's how hook, line, and sinker. That's how you hook the viewer. You gotta tell them something crazy in the first 5 seconds. No. Welcome to It's a Matter of Fact podcast. I'm your host, MTFM, formerly known as Matt the Funny Man. If you don't know who I am, I'm that guy who uploads videos on the internet. Nice to meet you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. Welcome to episode number, whatever fucking number this is. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope the kids are good. Everyone's safe. Everyone's doing good. I'm delicious. I said I'm delicious. I'm drinking a delicious cherry Pepsi because I already had my coffee, and I'm trying to be careful about my caffeine intake. And yes, I am wearing my faded ass fucking Marvel shirt. Because I am comfy right now, and actually, it's a little warm in here. I'm going to turn on my little fan. And I'm getting booped. Hang on. I gotta put my phone on vibrate. How are you guys doing? Hope everyone's doing good. Hi, Simon. Simon woke up. You might see kitties hanging out right here. That's why I have the blanket out for them. Yeah. Why am I hearing the sound of food being eaten? Oh. Simon found kibble on the floor. I thought I picked all of it up. Damn, Simon made me lose my train of thought. Actually, hang on, guys. He's hungry. Okay, I'm back. Thanks, editing, Matt. Yeah, so we can start off with my cats. Well, I guess I can talk about one thing and the conversation will lead on to that. Really, you two? This is why I can't have kids. Can you not? No hissing. This is why I'm childless, guys. I already don't have patience for these two animals. You really think I'm going to have patience for two human beings? Even one? Anyway, I just recently got off my vacation. I took it late March. Oh my God, Simon's picking a fight. Any fucking way. I recently had a very nice vacation. Towards the end of March. It was from like April. It was like the last 10 days of March. I don't remember what date that was. It was very nice. I was very productive. I felt good. It was well needed. My job is. Let me bring this closer. My job has been not so great. Mostly because morale in my job is very low across everyone. Because we have dipshits who don't want to fucking do their goddamn fucking job. Or when they do the job, they don't do it at like the same capacity as everybody else. So everyone else has to make up the work for it. And it's pissing a lot of people off. So me and my assistant manager are now getting together to get pretty much everyone to write down. Because this is a proper channel you're supposed to go through and all that. You know, someone who came from a union. You know. It got down to the point to where my assistant was like, I don't know what else to do. I'm like, well, here's what we're going to do. Everyone who has beef with either the individual or my boss. And here's the thing. I have nothing against the store manager. I like them. They're cool. They had the same mindset I do. Just do what you're supposed to do and go home. But when someone else is not doing their job and I have to fucking take over them and do their payload, that makes my job difficult. That's when we have a problem. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. But while I was on vacation, apparently bro decided to get drunk off his ass, come to work drunk as shit, and asked to leave early and all that type of stuff. And it's kind of like, bro, you don't do work. And it's like you're just there to be a body, basically. So it's kind of like you kind of didn't really earn to leave early. Like me, I could probably get away with, hey man, I feel like dog shit. Can I just go home? Yeah, Matt, you never call off, Matt. You're always here. You work all your... Yeah, you can go home. Like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But when bro does it, it's a fucking big deal because he doesn't fucking work. Da, 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 da. So, goes on a drunk tirade, and it got down to the point to where he just refused to fucking leave. So my assistant called the store manager. Keep in mind, my store manager lives like an hour away from my job. So it drove an hour to finally convince him to leave. Well, not convince him, but he was like, yeah, you can go home. Now, you would think bro was slamming on shit. He was yelling. He yelled at one of our vendors. And she was like, he still fucking works here? What the fuck? So you would think after a drunken tirade, that's automatic termination, especially if you're on your final notice. You would think that's grounds for termination. Nope. So by then my assistant's like my assistant manager's like ready to walk out the door. And I'm trying to prevent that because the team that we have is good. It's just that one little fucking bug that needs to be squashed. And if we get someone in to replace that person and they're good and they work on the same level as everyone else, we're good. We will have a good shift every fucking week. Like, everything will be good. You know? It's even gotten down to a point where I'm like, you know what? Just get rid of this person and I will double the workload. I'd rather have double the workload knowing I'm by myself versus having double the workload and someone else is fucking there. Because here's what, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on the podcast before, is that if I push it off to the side, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to do it. Guess what's going to happen a week later? Hey, Matt, this didn't get done. Can you do it? That's why I feel like, oh, I have to fucking do it. Because if not, I'm going to have something else to do and then their work on top of it. Because I brushed it to the side. But, yeah. So, this, of course, happened while I was on vacation. So, I got with my assistant and I got with a couple of other of my coworkers. And I'm like, here's what we're going to do. All right, this is kind of like the last-ditch effort. And I talked to each of them. I was like, I need each of you guys to write down a statement and list all the issues that you have either with the individual or with the store manager that is giving favoritism to this individual. Because some people say, like, I personally don't have beef with them, but I hate the fact that, like, one of my coworkers is getting shit because they have a kid. And, you know, childcare isn't exactly the most cheapest fucking thing in the world right now. So a lot of times if their babysitter fucking, you know, hey, peace, and, like, disappears or whatever, it's going to be like, you know, hey, you know, I don't have a babysitter. I got no one to watch my kid. I can't come into work. They'll catch shit for that. It's like, oh, why don't you give it to baby daddy, baby mom? And they're like, no. First of all, what if the co-parent's dead or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, the person's raising the kid on their own. So it's like, you're going to give the person who's having issues, like trying to find a babysitter or whatever for their kids so they can come to work, but you're not going to give the dude who's coming to work drunk, 3 hours late, and also not doing fucking work, you're not going to give them any shit? No, fuck that. You know? So, yeah, it's shit like that. It's and no one knows. And here's the problem: is that, I mean, this is coming from me, and this is a personal thing for me. If someone's like, "Hey, Matt, why are you not doing this for the?" I would flat out say, "Oh, hey, they gave me a sob story. They're tickling my ball sack. That's why I'm keeping them around." You know. So it's like, if you're not fucking saying anything, rumors are gonna fucking spread. Some people are thinking that they're fucking. Which, oh God, I fucking hope not. Or, well, not to put personal business out there, but let's just say money is not involved in one way, shape, or form at all. There's no fucking shot money is involved. Because here's the three things that usually run the world: drugs, sex, and money. Obviously, money is definitely not playing a part. So it's either drugs or sex. Because there is no way on God's green earth. Because my boss has gotten plenty of sob stories, and it's like, oh, well, we're here to work. But now all of a sudden, when this person's giving you a sob story, now it's different. Hey, I'll help you out. Hey, I won't write you up. Like, it's different if I give him a sob story. Like, hey, my mom died. I'm not really going to make it to work. It wouldn't be a big deal. Why? Because I work and I do my job well. I do the work of 3 fucking people. And I feel like that kind of pays off. I mean, obviously, this depends from job to job. If you give them 110%, you're not going to get shit. But for me, and how my work ethic is, it's more of like, damn, Matt's really busting his ass. You know what? Matt's 15 minutes late. Whatever. I'm not going to write him up for that. You know? So, we're going to give everyone, have them write down a statement, sign their name. They're like, can it be anonymous? And I'm like, it can be. But I highly recommend you put your name on it because it's going to be like, for all this person knows, I don't want the manager to think one person wrote 8 or 5 notes and then it turns out not to be true. It needs to be in your writing, your signature, and it needs to be presented to the boss. Now, I even told them, I said, this isn't going to be something that's going to happen overnight. If it's all turned in, because we're all going to give it to the assistant, because the assistant and manager, on the almost at the same level. So it's all going to be presented to them. Says, hey, here's a list of complaints about this individual. Morale has gone down in the store. People don't want to fucking come to work. And that's my big issue, is that you have this person where people are like, man, I don't even want to fucking come to work because bro's not going to fucking do shit. Why should I come to work and do shit? Like, that's affecting morale in the store. You're affecting the business. Now, of course, it's not affecting money, but it's going to get down to the point to where it is going to fucking affect money because people ain't going to fucking come in. And then if people don't come in, then that means people won't be getting help. And if people don't get help while they shop, then they're not going to fucking spend their money. But that's a whole nother topic. Sorry for the lisp. I don't fucking have my teeth in. Because I just recently got a crown. And they're like, hey, wait a couple of days before you put your partials in. Because I don't want to put my partials in. Then the thing fucking pops out. But anyway. So that's a whole fucking thing. Yeah. So I've already explained it to everybody who is going to make a statement like, hey, this is going to happen overnight. Give it a couple of days. Ooh, that burp did not feel good. Ooh. I've been fighting allergies too, so it's been kind of hard. Like when I'm drinking and eating, like a little bit tries to come up, and I'm like, nope, don't throw up. Postnasal drip is a bitch because my throat kind of hurts. I can still talk. It just fucking hurts for swallow. Don't get the mind out of your out of the gutter. Anyway, it's not gonna happen overnight. Give it a month tops. Give the boss a chance to plan stuff out, and then and if it doesn't, then it's gonna go to the DM. And the DM doesn't do anything about it, then the last course of action is HR. One of my coworkers said, like, hey, man, I'm prepared to do a fucking walkout if you guys are down. I'm like, all right, let's not do nothing drastic because it's not going to fix the problem. The problem's, you're just removing yourself from the problem. You're not removing the problem itself. That's like literally like, get something lined up first. Just don't walk off the job. Especially some of these people have kids. Don't jeopardize, that for another motherfucker or whatever. So we're gonna see what happens next couple of weeks. And then, yeah. But besides all that, I got to get work shit out of the way first. My vacation was nice because I did suffer a little bit through depression a little bit. Out of fucking nowhere. Don't know why. But that's who it is. Depression's like, guess who's back? But it was nice. I was super productive. I cleaned my porch, like deep cleaned my porch, because I got rid of an old ass Christmas tree that's been sitting out there for like 4 months. Probably longer than that. I don't know. But yeah, I deep cleaned my porch. It's a very nice porch now. What else? I don't know. Other than that, just went out a couple times. Went to the Arts District. That was nice. It was very, very, very nice. Very nice. It was. I feel very refreshed. I mean, I'm getting kind of stressed again, but not like to the breaking point like I was before. Plus, I still have like another week's worth of vacation, and I have like 9 hours of sick time. So I'm like, okay, it's 9.5 minus 7.5. That's still like at least a day's like a one shift I could take off. But also because I never talked about this, I got a new tattoo. I can fucking show you guys. It's Banjo-Kazooie. It's finally healed. The other 2 times I was recording, I tried to record this, it was still healing. I got it back like in the beginning of, literally a month ago. Or I got it March 8th. Got it on my birthday. It came out very nice. It did not actually hurt that bad. Stung like a motherfucker. Like this part right here, because this... Oh, wait, no, wrong side. This part right here hurt, because it's right on my wrist bone. And the shading here hurt. But that makes tattoo number 4. Because I think I talked about the one on my back leg. This little cat scratching like down. That was like a little flash sale thing. But yeah, after I got the one on my leg, I'm like, fuck, man, I really want to get back into getting tattoos again. Since COVID kind of fucked that up. But if we're able to get tattoos again, I'm probably going to get an anime woman on my leg. Or at least during the summer. During the winter, I'm going to get my arms done. But during the summer, it's super fucking hot. And I don't want the sun to ruin any tattoos I have. So I'm going to focus on my legs. Thinking about getting Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Since she was like one of my first anime crushes. I know some people are like, what about Bulma from Dragon Ball? But also, I think Faye Valentine was my first anime crush because she has huge knockers. So that's probably why I had a huge crush on her. But no, hopefully because originally my goal was like, hey, by the time I'm 35, I want like at least half a sleeve done. And of course that didn't work out because of fucking COVID. But the only regret I have is that I did not get tattoos sooner. But my mom, God rest her soul, she refused for me to get any fucking tattoos. But to be honest, I probably should have focused on getting tattoos when I moved out. Or even before then. I managed to get away with getting my fucking ear pierced. And I just got away with being like, it was, Prisha's mom paid for it. It was a birthday gift. Oh, well, you still shouldn't have gotten it. And I'm like, fuck, man, if I got a tattoo, I probably would have got away with it. Fuck. But it's fine, Mom. She was all, and I think she was probably protecting myself because my brother at the time that I wanted some, my brother was like already decked out in tats, like he was like already tatted up, like his chest, his arms, his leg, like he was already tatted up. And I think she was worried that I was going to be the exact same. I don't know. But oh, so, hi Munch. So the other thing is my eldest cat, Munch, a.k.a. Munchkin, my mom's cat, During my, like, the last day of my vacation, or not even last day, it was, like, towards the end. I know she's licking her face weird. You know, like when cats either go, nom, 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 or whatever. She's going, like, she's, like, making faces and shit. And I really started to pay attention. It was, like, what, March 29th, I think? When, sorry. You would think the coffee would have kicked in by now. She was like making faces, like, I'm like, what the fuck are you good? Because Munchkin, because of her old age and how she was raised and how my mom raised her, she wasn't really manhandled. You know, it couldn't be like, all right, let me open up your mouth, like, yeah. She can't. Simon's, he's just like this. Like, you hold him like this, he's just like, bro, why are you holding me like that? Like, very, like, laid back, you know, whatever. Munchkin is like, if you pick her up, she has to go like this. She has to tuck in her feet or whatever. She's never, like, her feet all spread out or anything like that. So, when I caught her, when I was sitting right here, oh my god, what am I doing? Ugh, I need more oxygen in my brain. So, I'm sitting here, and she's like, you know, on the floor right here, because sometimes she sits right here looking up at me. She yawns. And I'm like, where are your fucking teeth? So the two long fangs that cats have, that's like this, you know, two fangs here, like two long fangs right here. Two fangs on this side are just gone. Just not there. And I'm like, hello? Where are your fucking teeth? No joke, I spent like an hour and a half on this computer looking up shit. But she's fine because her personality never changed. She was still out running around, jumping up on shit, meowing, all that shit. She still acts the exact same. Because if there was something wrong, then she would be hiding more. And shit like that. But no. Still acting like the same hyperactive old lady that she is. So, me and Prisha never fucking noticed anything. We never noticed anything out of the ordinary. I just noticed, I'm like, huh, you're looking your face kind of weird. You good? And then when I noticed her yawning, that's probably why I'm going, because I'm thinking about it. She had fucking, like, her two, like, fangs missing. And I'm like, oh, shit. But it's most, I mean, I'm pretty sure there might be other things because, you know, like I said, I can't manhandle her. She's a fucking old lady. I can't say, open your mouth, I gotta brush your teeth. You know, so it's either one of the two things. Either one is because I don't brush her teeth, but a lot of animal owners don't. But it's the one I'm leaning more toward. It's because she's fucking old. Like, she's gonna be turning 15 this September. She's an old fucking lady. So, because I was like, what? 14? I was still a teenager when my mom got her. And she was like 2 weeks old. So, she's a very, very old lady. Or in human years, she's like 80 or 70. I don't know how the whole... Dude, I can't that fucking yawn. Fuck, I am so sorry, guys. So, but it's most likely due to old age, because at old age, some cats' fangs like deteriorate on their own, and then they either get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and just disappear, or they just fucking fall off. And they swallow it. So now, because we usually feed them, I don't want to call it kibble, because it's not kibble. I mean, it's not soft food, but it's, you know, food to help with their digestion, because both of them puke like fucking crazy. So we mainly got it for Simon because Simon has a huge puking issue, especially when it comes down to hairballs. If he licks himself a lot, he will fucking puke, and that food is supposed to help with their digestion and shit like that, so that way he doesn't puke as much. But of course, same thing with her. She likes, because of how my mom fed her, she had another cat named Little Bit. I'm pretty sure you guys remember her, especially if you've been around the channel for a very, very long time. The other cat, Little Bit, used to eat out of both of their bowls. So what she would do is that she would scarf down all of her food. That way Little Bit didn't eat it. And I've been trying my damnedest for her to break that habit. Because Simon knows he has his own bowl. He's kind of a dumbass, but he is smart. He knows that, like, one bowl is his specific bowl. He doesn't eat out of both bowls or anything like that. But she still can't break I gotta hurry up and eat all this food. So she would puke. So I got this other new type of food, and I've been feeding this to them for like 1 or 2 years now, where it's supposed to help them with their digestion. You know, it helps them digest food better, so that way they don't puke. And of course, it helps out with their fur and stuff like that, because since especially Simon, he likes to lick himself a lot, it's supposed to like help him not shed as much and shit like that. But yeah. So transitioning her from kibble to soft food has been the biggest pain in my ass, and I've been dealing with this since it's like March 7th. It hasn't even been fucking 10 days yet, or it's April 7th. But yeah, it hasn't even been a fucking full 2 weeks yet, because she's been raised her entire life to eat freely. She's never really been on a schedule. I've never fed an animal on a specific schedule, so it's a little hard for me. She has been fairly good, because that's the difference between her and Simon and Munchkin. That Simon really won't tell you, hey, I'm fucking hungry, bro. Because he's a fat fuck, he'll eat anything. So free feeding him has been fairly easy because he eats when he fucking wants to. He's never really been set to a proper schedule. Munchkin, however, she'll jump on if it's like early in the morning and the food bowls are empty. Simon's usually vocal if the bowls are empty. But if there's like a little bit of food in there, he won't bitch or moan. He won't bitch and moan until the bowls are like 100% empty. Munchkin's more personal about it. Like if it's, say for example, it's like a Sunday and I'm off work and I'm sleeping in, she'll get on top of you, go like this, meow in your face and shit like that. That's her way of saying, hey, I'm hungry, the bowls are empty. So, that's if they're starving. So, and she's still been trying to eat the fucking hard food. And I'm trying to wean her off it. Simon, I'm slowly transitioning him off of hard food. I'm leaving a small bit of hard food with a little bit of water in it overnight, just so they have something to eat, but I'm trying to break them from free feeding. And it's going to be incredibly hard, especially if me and my wife have to go to work. But if my wife is off, it's a whole different story. I don't have to worry about them eating or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could go if it's like 2 o'clock and I won't be back until like 1 a.m., I know they'll be fine. You know. Like, they're not going to fucking die. But it's just, Munchkin, I'm a little bit more worried about because, like I said, she's old and she's been skinny her whole life. So it's also, I want to make sure she's at least somewhat fed. But she has been the biggest pain in the ass to fucking feed. Because first I gave her, it's like ocean white whale, whatever the fuck it's called. It's basically tuna. And I looked online, they're like, hey, if your cat is missing teeth, they recommend a little pate. And she kind of struggled eating it because since she's missing like 2 fangs right here, she can't really grip the food. So I'm like, cool, I'll just get I'll grab a spoon. This will be the cat food spoon. Cut it up a little bit, scoop, kind of turn it into mush or whatever. And she ate it. Now she doesn't like it. I put her in the bowl and she fucking just sniffs it and walks away. And it would sit there until, and that's another thing too that I had to fucking learn about wet, because I never fed cats wet food. You can't have wet food sit out all day like kibble or whatever. It eventually develops bacteria and shit like that, and I'm like, oh well, fuck, I can't have this shit sit out all fucking day. So now, not only do I have to give her a scheduled feeding time, but now I can't leave that shit sitting in a bowl all fucking day. I eventually have to fucking dump it. So my dumbass decided to get 24 fucking cans of cat food. One kind. And now she doesn't want to fucking eat it. Thankfully, Simon, he's a fat fuck. He'll eat it. I put a little bit... I was so fucking desperate for her to eat the tuna because she kept trying to eat the dry food. To the point to where she kind of grips it and it's literally falling out of her fucking mouth when she's trying to chew it. I'm like, baby, you can't eat that. It's literally falling out of your mouth because you have no fucking front teeth to fucking... I mean, I think she has like her little front teeth. And of course, she has the fangs on one side. But I'm like, baby, you can't... It's literally falling out of your mouth. You can't fucking grip that food. I got a fucking baggie. Smushed up the dry food. Got the wet food. Stirred it up and all that so it's a little pasty so she can at least, if she can't grip it, she can at least lick the paste and eat that way. I put little sprinkle dry kibble. Sniffs and walks away. I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, I get it. I know it's an animal. If she's fucking hungry enough, she'll be like, fuck, I'm starving. Fuck it, I'll eat this. But it's like, it's so fucking stressful. It's good now. I found cat food that's chicken flavored. She loves chicken, apparently. Because she fucking because I put it on a paper plate just to test it. She fucking gobbled that shit up. It's like a mixture. It's not shreds, but it's not pate. It's basically a pate already cut up. And I'm like, cool. That means I can just pour it on there and leave it. I don't have to worry about going like this and all that. And she doesn't normally eat an entire can. And fun fact, you can refrigerate canned cat food for at least 2 days in the fridge. So I'll get like half a can, pour it in her, and that's another thing too. I got both of them brand new bowls that sit upwards, so that way they're not breaking their necks. Because the other bowls were sitting too low, and I'm like, you know what? She's an old lady. She can't bend over. Simon, he'll lay down like on all fours, like hunched over, and he'll eat. But I'm like, at least this way they can stand up or sit and eat. But yeah. So I get a really good sealable Ziploc bag, put the canned cat food in there, and all that. So at least now I go through at least a can and a half a day. So I try to feed them once in the morning when I wake up, a little bit towards the afternoon. So like right now it's like 12:30, so probably by 2-ish I'll have to feed her again, and then at night feed her again, and then if I happen to wake up in the middle of the night and it's getting like all dry and gross and shit, I throw it out, and yeah. Yeah. That's been my life. Keep in mind, like I said, all this shit with Munchkin and her teeth happened on my last day of vacation. And I've been stressing since. I mean, not like in a bad way to where it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I already kind of went past the panicking part, but yeah. And also with Cox, I'm having issues with Cox. Now, my internet's okay. Speed-wise, it's fine. But I'm getting latency spikes recently, which has kind of affected me going live. So I've kind of had to go back to just recording content and uploading it that way. Until I can get until Cox can fucking get off their lazy fucking asses and send a tech out. I already know what to tell them next time, but I'm taking care of some, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a skin tag here, and I have 2 on my back. It's gotten down to the point to where shaving has become such a pain in the ass, I keep fucking cutting them. So I'm like, you know what? This was all during my vacation because I was being so proactive. I'm like, I'm going to make a fucking appointment. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. I was so proud of myself last month of how much shit I got done. And it's all because I wasn't fucking working. Like, I'm going to fucking tell you guys right now, if I'm able to find a part-time job that pays really, really fucking well to where I'm at least making a fraction of what I'm making right now full-time, bro, I'm going fucking part-time. I don't fucking care. I will work fucking less than 30 hours. I will work 30 hours a week or less. If the money makes up for it. And it's crazy to think because when I started working at my job, I'm thinking like, man, I'm like a 7-minute walk away. I don't feel productive anymore. I feel tired all the fucking time. It's so fucking much. It just drains me, bro. It's so fucking draining. And I'm like, man, the money's not even fucking worth it. And I got my raise. I exceeded expectations. That's the highest you can get for your annual. 35 fucking cents. So what I'm making now is what I could have been making last year if it wasn't for fucking taxes. That's crazy. But I will tell you right now, for the stuff that I do want to do, because like I said, I have a job now versus back when I didn't have a job. I was fucking throwing out fucking applications like they were fucking flyers. But now since I do have a job and I have job security there, you know, I'm not worried about losing my job or anything like that because fucking they're fucked if I fucking leave. A lot of the places I'm looking for are not fucking shit unless they're either. What's hurting me right now is that a lot of the jobs I do want to get, they either don't pay shit, it's overnight, or it's on call. And God forbid it's overnight on call, because I sure as fuck ain't doing that. So. But I'm looking. Your boy is trying because like me being on vacation really made me realize, like, you know, the first couple of days I was, you know, relaxing, whatever. Like day one, I went outside. I was watching Chris Van Cleve, I think his name is. I'm watching his podcast with like wrestlers and shit. I brought a chair out. I brought my tablet, listening to his podcast, and I was just sitting there drinking iced coffee. Just birds were chirping. Fucking, I was like, man, life is good. Man, shout out to editing, Matt. Someone knocked on my door. It was one of Precious packages. I was like, who the fuck is knocking on my door? I'm not expecting nothing. I forgot she ordered something. Anyway, so yeah, I was on my porch just drinking iced coffee, and fucking, I was like, man, this is good. I get to do this for another 9 days. Like, the fact that, like, I wanted to leave the house, I wanted to. Because lately, it's been Prisha. Hey, I'm going to this thing. You want to come? Nah, I don't fucking want to. I just want to be in the house. Like, that was me for, like, almost a year. And it probably contributed a lot towards me being, because I want to say there's, like, I had 2 events where I was just so fucking depressed. I just didn't want to do anything. But it was like maybe day 4, I suggested going out. Like, hey, I want to go somewhere. You want to go out? You want to go downtown? Do some shit? And we did. We went to Container Park, walked around a little bit, got some really great fucking food. And it was nice. It was nice outside, too. It was nice the entire time I was off. Then, yeah, one of the other days I cleaned my porch. The other days I just hung out on my porch and, like, just doing that. And it was fucking nice. And I'm like, the fact that I'm not working so much makes me want to go out. And I'm like, fuck, man, I need to find a part-time. I can't work full-time anymore. It's the fact that, like, because I even asked her towards the end of my vacation, I was like, hey, does it feel like my personality or, like, has anything changed about me since I've been off? I mean, she was like, yeah, you're being more proactive. You've been volunteering to do shit. Because, like, when I've been at work, I don't want to fucking do anything when I get home. Hey, honey, can you take care of the dishes? Yeah. And then I don't fucking do them. But it's, like, it became a whole fucking thing. So it was nice. But also it made me realize, I'm like, fuck it, I need to find something part-time, because me working full-time is probably mentally killing me. I've even lost weight from what I've been told, because ever since I came back, man, you lose some weight? I'm like, have I? Like, yeah, you're looking a lot more slim since I last saw you. I'm like, did I lose fucking weight? And I'm like, it's probably the fucking stress. I wasn't stressed for, like, I mean, not even like the whole 10 days. Like the last week before my vacation, I was in a better mood because I knew I was going to be fucking off. So if you're thinking maybe almost 3 weeks of not stressing, yeah, I probably fucking did lose a pound or two. I'm like, just for me mentally and physically, it made me fucking feel better. And I'm like, yeah, man, I gotta, if I am gonna work full time, it's gotta be at a fucking job where I'm not stressed all the fucking time. If I am gonna be stressed, it's gotta be something fucking part time. Because I think stress is probably one of the key features of why I haven't been willing to fucking do shit. And, like, to the point to where I'm purposely leaving early, I'm staying up way later than I fucking should be. Especially, like, if I gotta be at work at 5 a.m., I'm not going to bed till, like, fucking 3, because I feel like I'm not getting any of my fucking free time back during the day. Which, that's a ADHD autism thing. But it's a lot. But since I've been back, it's been just about a week since I had been back to work, and it's been fine. It hasn't been, like, grueling. I'm not fucking, like, not wanting to shake the shit out of some, it hasn't gotten down to that point yet, but yeah. Take care of yourselves. That's how I can sum this up, is take good care of yourself. Put yourself first, because guess what? The job can't use you if you can't work or anything like that. Like, put your fucking body first. And I even tell cashiers, it's like, hey, man, I feel sick. I want to go home. Well, here, I'll talk to my boss to see if you can go home, because, yeah, you can't fucking work if you don't feel good. Your body comes first. Fuck this place. And I also have to fucking tell you, too. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a thing, or at least in Vegas anyway. These meth heads have to fucking stop. If you're on fucking fentanyl and meth, please. I've talked about this before. It's been a while since I've talked about it, and it might be a fucking hot take. But I can't stand thieves who steal shit that they don't fucking need. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this already. Because we've been having a rise in people stealing sodas and shit. And I remember, like, because, at this point, especially with thieves and shit like that, I'm so fed up. Like, I'm not going to waste my fucking energy on fucking trying to stop them or fucking all that. A lot of times, I just want to talk to them. I'm like, hey, what do you get out of selling soda? Like, is because, like, is like because the meth's not wearing off, or do you sell my, like, hey, what are you doing with the sodas? I'm just curious. And, of course, they don't say nothing and walk away. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm just curious. I just want to know. And, yeah. Or I'm being a smart ass. Like, I was like, cool. You have all the soda you want. Now, how are you going to eat? And, of course, they don't fucking say nothing because they think I'm just being an asshole. And I probably am. And I even tell them, I'm like, bro, if I was like, all right, don't come back in here thinking you're going to grab some sandwich and shit, because you should have grabbed lunch meat and bread when you were first here. But yeah, like I said, if you steal bread and shit like that, I'm fucking looking the other way. Because I'm like, you know what? I personally haven't, it hasn't been that bad, but, like, I have been homeless and shit before. but it hasn't gotten down to the point to where I needed to fucking steal. And also, I was a fucking kid, so what the fuck am I gonna do? But I'm like, if I'm fucking homeless, I'm stealing shit that I fucking need to survive. Like, I'm not stealing 4 packs of fucking sodas. What the fuck is that gonna do? But of course, I know it's because of the crack, the meth, the fentanyl, and shit like that. They can't get high right now because the dealers aren't around, so they got to steal sodas to get that sugar rush. But like, I just want to be one thief that I can fucking talk to. But hey, man, I'm not gonna stop you. I just want to know, like, what are you gonna do with that? Because to this day, and to be honest, it's actually becoming a thing in Vegas too. I mean, not specifically in my neighborhood, but it is getting down to a point to where like a lot of homeless people are either getting beat up or killed because of the shit that they're doing. That's why, like, I've even been trying to fucking warn them, like, hey, man, get your life together because you're going to rob the wrong person. You're going to be upset. Because right now you're stealing from a fucking, like, a fucking stupid-ass store. But I'm like, because a lot of times I tell them, I'm like, hey, man, have you planned out what you're going to do when this place shuts down? Because the Albertsons up the street's got security, and they don't even let you leave the fucking store unless you show a receipt. And then they got cops outside patrolling the property. So even if you manage to get out the store with the shit, you're not going to make it that far with the cops patrolling or whatever. But also, there's been a lot of stuff on the news where, like, especially like these mom and pop shops, please don't fucking rob those places. Mostly because they'll probably fucking. I remember I saw a video on TikTok where it was like this mom and pop shop, and these 2 guys with ski masks, and one of them jumped the counter. The fucking shop owner just grabbed the fucking knife that he had on the register and just stabbed the shit out of the dude. And the whole time he's getting stabbed, I'm sorry. Yeah, you probably should have fucking robbed him. The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. But no, a lot, like, I don't remember how long ago this was, but it was like a group of homeless people, I guess, were like stealing from like different places, like houses and like mom and pop shops. Not in my neighborhood, but like some other neighborhood. And one of the people that lived in that neighborhood got sick and tired of dealing with the shit. Fucking massacred like fucking 5 or 6 of them while they were all hanging out like in an open lot. And I guess the dude got tired of them like running up in their area stealing their shit. So blah, 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 blah. Shot and killed them all. Got arrested for it. But yeah. And the guy didn't lie. He was just like, I was tired of these fucking homeless people like robbing me in place of business, and they're trying to break into my house, and I got kids here and shit like that. So the person felt justified, because that's what a lot of these fucking thieves need to understand. Like, you keep stealing from one place over and over and over, you fuck around and find out. Because I feel like back home, like when I worked at Giant, we never had the same thief. It was always someone fucking different. Because normally what they do is that they steal from one place and then they move on and go to like somewhere else. They don't come back to the scene of the crime. But of course nowadays with, them knowing the law, which I think is ironic. Some like, the law, but you're fucking stealing. But they know that employees aren't going to put their hands on them, so they know they can just walk out with free shit. And they think, oh, I'm going to just hit up the same place over and over and over until they realize, oh, hey, you know what? This place of business closed down. I'm going to go to that mom and pop shop. Sure, they can't fucking do that. Yeah, bull fucking shit, because just because you got away with it in one place until the break of them closing down, I said the brick, to the point to where they close down, you think, okay, this same shit, I'm going to try it somewhere else. Like, again, you're going to fuck around, and the more you fuck around, the more you find out, But, again, like I said, if you're going to steal, fucking do it. Just don't stand in line and act like, oh, let me try my card. Oh, decline. Oh, let me get my wallet. It's in the car, and then you beep when you walk out of the door. Like, bro, you not only did you waste my time of ringing your shit up, like, don't get employees involved, because that's another thing. We deal with enough shit with the people who don't fucking steal. Last thing we want is to have to deal with the motherfucker that is stealing. Like, you can do this shit. Other people, they're like, they either just got out of jail and they managed to land this job, so they can't beat the shit out of you because they'll go back to jail, or, whatever. Or they don't want to lose their job because they got kids to feed. So last thing they want is someone who's fucking stealing, saying, yeah, fuck you, you can't do shit, you little bitch. And, dude, come on. Don't get employees involved. If you're going to steal, just fucking walk out the door. Don't start shit. Don't get mad when you get caught either. Like, hey, man, you mind emptying out that bag for me? I saw you do it. They want to do the whole acting like they're shopping, like you're in the middle of the fucking Q-tip aisle and you're looking for nutritious facts. Like, bro, I know what the fuck you're doing. You're wearing two different types of shoes. You got an Air Force One on one foot and a fucking New Balance shoe on the other. Like, I know what the fuck you're gonna do. But yeah, it's the ones that talk shit or want to start shit. And then, of course, the very rare occasion where you steal from one place and the one employee is like, you know what, fuck this. I'm about to quit this job anyway. I'll square it with you in the parking lot. And, of course, it's the one, okay, meet me outside, bro, meet me outside. And then they actually, because there's been plenty of times where I'm like, hey, man, you got to go. We saw you put something in your pocket. Oh, bro, you want to go? You want to go? Let's go outside. And, of course, I hate that whole fucking let's go outside thing. That's fucking stupid. This isn't fucking Mortal Kombat where you choose your arena or whatever. Like, if you truly want to scrap with me, we can do it right here. We don't need to step outside. Like, are you worried that I'm going to throw you up against something? But, yeah, that's the whole thing. And I still remember to this day that I put this dude on blast and I fucking, I put him on blast and embarrassed him in front of everybody. Okay, bro, let's go outside. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to let you know right now. Don't waste my fucking time. I'm going to step outside this door. You better fucking start swinging. I'm like, watch, y'all. He's not going to fucking do it. And as soon as I step outside, he's like, all right, bro, now what? Now what? And I'm like, you said let's go outside. Okay, I'm waiting on, like, bro, I just asked you to leave. You said you wanted to fight me. So if you want to throw your punch, do it. If not, I'm going to go back to work. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, all right, bro. Hey, bro, I get off at 2:30, so if you want to fucking, yeah. And, of course, my favorite one are, call the cops. I'm like, bro, you're going to be gone before the cops even show up. You're not going to stick around. What are you going to tell them? Like, you're whispering nothings. You're going like, but as soon as the cops roll up, hello, sir, how are you? Oh, here we go. Breaking news. I could talk about this. Hang on. So my boss just sent out a mass text to everyone. If anyone has a walkie, they need to return it ASAP. This is my job. Property, and I'm missing several. Thanks. Well, see, the thing is that my job just got a new set of walkie-talkies. I have one of the old ones. So I told him, hey, this one takes, and that's another thing too, they all the new ones take C-type chargers. The one I have, we don't have the plugins for anymore. So I even told them, I'm going to keep this walkie and I'm going to charge it at home. And I'm going to keep it. I mean, obviously, if and when I quit my job, I'll return it. But it's like my job doesn't have the chargers for this walkie anymore. So it's like, there's no point of fucking returning it. So my phone's probably going to blow up for the next few minutes. Because they texted everybody. I'm not texting because, number one, I'm off. Number two, I don't keep those walkies. That's why I have my own. But, yeah, that's my little rant about thieves and how, like I said, if you need to steal, I'm all for it, bro. If you want to steal some fucking lunch meat, if you're stealing a fucking 20-pack of beer, you're, like I said, you're stealing beer, you're a piece of shit. You're not fucking struggling. You're choosing to be that way. Versus you're stealing like fucking chicken, lunch meat and shit like that, or if you're in the fucking meat department, you're stealing ribeyes and shit like that. Bro, I get it. You're hungry. Whatever. But you're stealing beer and sodas. No, you're a fucking piece of shit. You don't fucking need that. But, also, I'm going to dedicate, because I have so fucking many videos, because I've been so far behind, Pat's Corner. And the last episode, I did not do a Pat's Corner because I had so much to talk about, and I usually try to keep these videos under an hour or so. So I am going to have a dedicated video of Pat's Corner just so I can catch up on everything. So stay tuned to like a Pat's Corner only video, since that's usually a segment of the podcast. So it's going to be like episode 2 or if this is like episode 50, 53 or 54, it's going to be episode 54.5. In parentheses, Pat's Corner. Because, yeah, Pat, you have been sending me stuff, and I have been seeing it. I just haven't had the chance to actually, like, sit down and go through it yet. But I'm going to try to get to it today, because since I'm off and Preach is out, I have literally nothing to do. So I'm like, you know what, fucking, I can just record stuff today. So, okay, why not? So don't worry, Pat. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. But, other than that, everything's good. Oh, when it comes down to tattoos, because I don't think I mentioned it, I want to get at least up to 15 by the time I'm 40. That's my next goal. Not a sleeve, because I feel like that's going to be doing too much, and I don't think I'm going to have that much fucking money laying around to do that. That's a lot of fucking money. I mean, this alone was like almost 200, I think, which is a very good price. Fuck, what place was it? Fuck, I need to actually shout them out. Hang on. This isn't paid, by the way. I'm just voluntarily shouting them out. But I already fucking forgot what the place was called. Hang on. Black Spade Tattoo. That's the tattoo shop that I went into. Shout out to my boy Brian. He's the one who fucking got me this. I think I talked about him on the last podcast. I don't fucking remember. But when me and Preacher got our matching ones, you know, he mentioned, hey, man, you need any anime or video game tattoos, I got you. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Let me get your card. So he gave me his card, and it's sitting on my fridge right now. And when I got this, I called him. I was like, hey, is Brian working today? Is you're speaking to him? I was like, oh, bro, hey, can you take walk-ins today? Yeah, man, I'm free around 2 o'clock. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, I'll see you there. And yeah, and for like this took maybe an hour and a half, I think. He was very, very fast, very, 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 very professional. He's a super cool guy, super into like PlayStation games and stuff like that. So me and him were like vibing the entire time. We were getting my wrist done. He was like, yeah, man, I was super into Crash Bandicoot. I was like, oh, dude, I was into fucking Mario Kart. So it was a very interesting and very entertaining conversation because, you know, he grew up with PlayStation. He was a PlayStation kid. He grew up like, you know, PS1. I had Nintendo 64. I was like, he's like, oh, you play Diddy Kong Racing? I was like, oh, bro, I fucking loved Diddy Kong Racing when I was a kid. You know, it was very nice and very enjoyable. And I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, dude. I'm coming back. For sure, I'm coming back. So, yeah, if you're ever in Vegas, I highly recommend Black Spade Tattoo. And if you need anime or video game tattoos done, go see Brian. Very, very good artist. But, yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on in the next couple of weeks. And I feel like today was probably the only opportunity I was really going to have to, like, sit down and record something, so... Because I got skin tag. I have a lot going on this month. I got to take Munchkin to the fucking vet. Prisha has like one or two more things that she's doing that I want to help her with. And I take her to the vet. I have to get my skin tags removed. And I'm still going to the fucking dentist. I am almost fucking done. Holy fucking shit. My next appointment is on May 6th. So I want to say by the end of the summer, I'll be fully done with the fucking dentist. And then I can go back to therapy. So I'm going to substitute one thing for another. Because I truly do want to go back to therapy. I just hope I have the therapist that I can schedule when I want to go versus, all right, hey, this is a schedule. Like, I don't want to follow someone else's fucking schedule. I want you to follow my schedule. That's probably one of my very few toxic traits is that I want you to follow my schedule. Especially if I'm paying you money. Like, fuck you. I'll come when I want to see you. Because that's one thing I liked about my last therapist, even though we only had, like, maybe 4 sessions, I think. Is that she was like, hey, come to me when you want to, and call me. We'll set up a time, and I'm like, oh, okay. So hopefully my next therapist is like that. But that's pretty much since the last episode up until now. That's pretty much what's been going on in my life, and I can't complain too much. I still have a roof over my head. I have a wife that loves me. I have 2 animals. But, yeah, guys. I will see you next time. Well, actually, no. Next time I see you will be Pat's Corner. But until then, click into these things you see here. Make sure to check out my gaming channel. I try to upload at least once every 3 days or even 2 days. I currently do have a new video out on there right now that you can watch. It's only about 30 minutes. And, So then, I will see you guys next time. Now I'm just going to stare awkwardly at you guys until I stop the recording. Peace!